it's me again. I'm Lena, and in this video I'm going to talk about physical activity and exercise. So I'll be talking about the main parts, which is the benefits of regular movement, safe exercise recommendations for different conditions, and creating a sustainable fitness routine. So firstly, let's begin on the first part, the benefits of regular movement. I have divided it into two benefits, which is the physical benefits and the emotional or mental benefits. So let's begin with the physical benefits. Well, exercising can actually help with your heart. It will help us to have a better heart, lowers the risk for strokes, heart disease, or any other diseases related to the heart, for example, high blood pressure. In addition, it will also help us to develop better bones and muscles because exercising forces our body to it will help us to have a greater muscle mass, and exercising will build bone density and prevents muscle loss as we age. So you might see that elderly people might have different injuries related to falls, or their bones might break because in older adults, as they grow older, their bone density and their muscle density decreases as time goes by. So exercising can actually help with that. The next benefit of the physical benefits of regular movement is disease prevention. So it actually helps to lower different chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes or certain cancers as well. And finally, the final benefit of physical exercising is we will have easier daily tasks because it boosts stamina, so chores and mundane tasks can seem more interesting and feel less tiring. So that is the first benefit, the first group for the physical exercise. Next, physical activity and exercise actually helps us boost our mental health and also our emotional health as well. So for example, you might see this board before, the health benefits of physical activity for children. Now, there are certain aspects in health benefits related to mental and emotional health. For example, with their academic performance, they will have deeper thinking, and they will have a sharper mind, which will lead to an improved academic performance at school, because exercising actually helps us to improve our attention and our memory, helping us to improve better at school and have a better performance overall in academic aspects. So yeah, that is the first thing. The next one is mood boost. Well, the physical activity and exercise will help us to actually help boost our mood. For example, when we are exercising, they will release feel-good chemicals that will help our brain to release all of that anxiety, help our body to relax a little. And so some feel-good chemicals can be endorphins, and they can actually help us to decrease the amount of stress. So that is the second benefit. The third benefit is deeper sleep. Have you ever run or play badminton or just ride a bike around a few rounds and then you feel tired? Well, that tiredness can actually play into your sleep. When you feel tired, you sleep more deeply. And this is actually true with physical activity. When you exercise every single day, you will have less problems with sleep, and you will be able to sleep deeper than you usually do. So yeah, that is all of the benefits of regular movement. The second part is the safe exercise recommendations for different conditions. Now, it is common knowledge that exercising is important for everyone. And doctors and physicians and scientists agree that exercising is also important for patients who are diagnosed with chronic conditions as well. But there are certain levels that they can go. There are certain exercises that they can't do, and certain exercises that are recommended because of their because of their chronic condition. Some of those exercises may help or worsen the condition. So we must ask our physician or our doctor before actually doing that specific exercise. So firstly is the low impact exercises. So these are the exercises that don't have very hard things or very heavy things, lifting very heavy things. It's just a low impact exercise. For example, this could include brisk walking, swimming, or water aerobics. There's also stationary cycling, which means you just ride, there's a kind of bicycle, a kind of device that lets you cycle at one place. My house actually have that machine, and it will help us to avoid the problem of traffic while staying at home, and we can actually exercise while at home as well. There's also some Tai Chi and gentle yoga, or some light resistance work. So those little bands, rubber bands that we could stretch our muscles and helps with our muscle strength and our bone density as well. And so some safety tips for people who have different conditions or chronic conditions maybe is going slow. So when you are actually cycling or when you are walking, brisk walking, just take things slowly. You don't have to be fast and rapid. Just go at your own pace, and be sure to warm up before you exercise, because this will help your body to cope eventually. This especially works with swimming, because you don't want your hands and feet to go numb while you are swimming, because then you can't move your limbs. So that is the second safety tip. There's also the third safety tip, which is listen to your body. So stop if you feel some pain in your muscles, some chest tightness, or severe shortness of breath. Stop immediately and go home or go to your doctor, and then ask them why does that happen, and then they will recommend us some other activities or some safety tips to follow. And finally, stay hydrated. Your body needs water all the time because your cells need water to survive and actually function properly. So be sure to drink at least 2 liters a day, and it will help you to stay strong and hydrated and feel well. So yeah, those are some of the safe recommendations, exercise recommendations for different conditions. And finally, creating a sustainable fitness routine. So there are some rules for consistency, and there's also a structured week routine that I will talk later. But firstly, some rules for consistency. Firstly, pick a low baseline. What is a low baseline? Well, for example, just set a minimum weekly goal. For example, exercise, do some cardio 2 days a week, so twice a week, and then we can finish that easily. But then as time goes by, try to increase the number of minutes or the number of days that you do that exercise. For example, the first time that you do exercise, maybe 15 minutes of cardio, and then second time 30 minutes of cardio, and then gradually build up slowly, add more weight, add more time or speed after your body feels ready. And that is exactly what the second rule for consistency is building slowly. And the last rule is do what you love. Do the exercise that you feel that you are actually interested in. For example, choose, if you like cycling, then choose that because it brings you joy. Or go walking with a friend. You can chat with each other while you exercise as well. So those are some rules for consistency that will help you to stay on track and then do and achieve your goal when it comes to exercising. And the last part is the structured week. So for example, we have a week, 7 days per week, and the first thing we need to take into account is our strength days. So we can lift weights or use resistance bands 2 to 3 times a week to protect our bones and muscles. And then let's say the strength days are 2 days, so there are 2 strength days, and there are 3 cardio days, like walk, run, and swim. And so there are 2 strength days, 3 cardio days, and 2 more days. So there are 5 days already that we exercised, and we set aside 2 days to rest and help our body to recover after all of that exercise. So do some light stretching if you can, or do some yoga while also resting to help you stay on track. And then moving on to the next week, we will again go back to that schedule and just do it. So yeah, those are some of the things I have to say for the creating sustainable fitness routines. So to end this video, I have a fun fact and a quote as well. Did you know that 1 pound of resting muscle burns about 6 calories per day? Well, that is a very interesting fact, and it will help you if you are planning to lose some weight, or you're planning to exercise to follow your doctor's orders. So stay on track and just be consistent and do what you love. So yeah. And finally, physical fitness is not only one of the most important keys to a healthy human body, it is the basis of a dynamic and creative intellectual ability. So that is the quote by JFK, and that also wraps up the end of my presentation. I hope that you learned something new, or just review some of the things that you have learned. Thank you again for listening to my video, and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye!